Так, я так понимаю, осталось пару последних там миссий, да, и ДЛС-ка, ради которой вообще я, в принципе, начал перепроходить игру, ибо в ДЛС-ку я не играл. Ну ладно. Что-то батареями собирать впадлу. Прям совсем впадлу. Так что ну их в жопу. Так. А чё у тебя так плохо все? Чё ты, блин? Ну тебя нафиг тогда. Так, мы сейчас топаем куда? Вот сюда. Это значит, мы идем вот сюда. Надо будет, кстати, во второй части глянуть, что там на платину надо. Нужна ли там какая-нибудь сложность? Опять начинается, я тыкаю, не тыкаю кнопочки.
Clever.
Отстаньте от меня. Мне надо выходить вон туда на путь. Иначе я, скорее всего, просто не смогу пройти.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Машины с маскировкой. Пофигу. Побежали, короче.
Gonna need this.
Да, Элой. Спасибо.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
You'll do.
Не вижу, где тут можно зацепиться. Ну, чуть бежим дальше. Ясно. Видимо, там можно было где-то зацепиться. Че, невидимые стены или... Нет, показалось. Вы чё, прикалываетесь? Ох уж эта игра!
shaped the inside of the mountain like it was an egg?
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
В смысле не смотреть вниз? Да там все равно ничего не видно.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. There'll be enough time later for you to ransack this place. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Thanks, Dr. Sobek.
Господи,
You are clear to proceed.
Так, ладно. Мне туда, давай тут все пообследуем. Не знаю, зачем мне это.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you
Mind your
to
footing.
notice.
Да
I'm
блин.
scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smug comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Да. Да насколько надо быть филантропом, ну? Чтобы ради спасения человечества жертвовать своей жизнью. Да спрыгни ты! Притом не осознавая, сможешь ли ты спасти будущее людей или нет. Жесть. У меня ощущение, что одна из батарей где-то, блин, тут была. Опять же, не знаю, нахер они мне нужны. Мне лень их искать. Так, я так понимаю, мне вот
Guess
сюда.
that's my way across.
А здесь у нас что?
Another power cell.
Хорошо.
I only
Ладно.
need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
Ладно. Хорошо, я понял. В принципе, я плюс-минус знаю, где еще один элемент. Но это не точно. Я не уверен.
It's held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer. Glad that's over.
Ой.
Not this
Попал.
way. Maybe further up the shaft. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it? Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. And An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter.
Здорово.
Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet. A barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Угу. Ну ты ж хотел отдыхать. Сделай сервак на майн уже, задолбал. Раз устал ничего не делать. Или тебе, типа, еще больно? Короче, стой на руках. На коленях, не знаю.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Угу. Ага. Угу. Ладно.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
is this?
А чё ты сразу не купил? Чё не подумал о будущем? Ай-яй-яй, Никрон, как же так? Там тебе Денис вроде обещал за что-то, вот это. Можешь его попросить.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz,
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
that was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Вот так вот.
Aloy?
Да, блядь!
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
You
admit it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you. Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Фи? Что фи?
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this.
А,
That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Hello,
Кончана
Margot.
собака языкру.
How are you holding up?
блядь.
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimon cuckoos. What can he do?
В чё ты там играешь? Опять в пубг?
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Liz? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Liz. It's poison.
There's another section.
Ну,
of the
йогурт
back
тоже
of the
неплохо.
crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Addition by subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. A single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Так, и куда мне? Ну, не знаю, как по мне йогурт лучше. Тут кому что. Да, вообще мог бы не болеть. Вообще-то я хотел налево, а не вперед. О. Специально заболел, чтобы в отпуск уйти.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Hunting atmosphere.
Жесть. Вот почему эта херня сознаниями не работает. Это он просто всех вальнул. И чё бы нет.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men.
Да-да-да.
He never saw the slaughter in the sun ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Hope.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Да ты прям адмирал ясен хуй. И как мне теперь залезть назад? Угу.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes.
Ugh.
That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a Titan?
Да, блин.
An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes, I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence. Where
Привет.
will you go?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Ну, как бы это уже конец. Практически.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine.
Ну, я тоже ее проходил, когда она только вышла. Единственное то, что я не все помню.
Titan flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja. Now that's more like it. They're coming. Preparations are complete. Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the Glinthawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Окей.
Task is complete. Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing. Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer. How inconvenient for me. Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Вот кого он его подловил, да?
Fearless. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Да.
have to tell Avad that the eclipse are...
Так, я не помню, мне надо вообще выбирать это копье? Нет, оно просто модифицировалось сразу нам. Ладно.
Strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the spire...
Так, и они... А, вон она лестница, ё-моё. Действительно, зачем спускаться по лестнице? Может просто спрыгнуть. Да. Нет, не ходил. Я как раз таки решил перепройти из-за того, что в ДЛС-ку не играл. Вот и в ДЛС-ку пройду заодно. Че, я, наверное, отсюда могу телепортироваться, переместиться быстро. Да, могу. Так, в чем? Пойти тогда сходить. Где это было? Это ж, по-моему, где-то тут было. Колыбель матери. Вот они, да, руины, по-моему. Или они... По-моему, эти руины. По-моему, там батарея лежит. Идем туда, сходим. Фиг с ним. Ты все до него докапываешься с пылом. Да ты умри уже наконец. Где-то должен быть спуск в руины, в которых нашли в начале игры визор, типа. И вот, по-моему, там батарея была, но я ни хрена не помню, где это было. А что-то типа пещеры, какой-то не пещеры. Может, оно даже и не тут. Не помню. Или все-таки оно где-то вот тут? Так. Это у нас... Я, Великая Мать. Гора. Здесь у нас так. Вот эти руины, возможно. Ой, не буду заморачиваться, просто сделаю вот так.
These are helpful.
Да, походу это они и есть.
This whole place. Wonder what I can find.
Металлический цветок тут, кстати. Не знаю, нахрена он мне нужен вообще.
They're scanning for me.
Зачем? Четвертым будешь где ты? Ты о чем вообще? Ну, Back 4 Blood, может быть, да, я поиграл бы, если и только 4 будет дело, потому что, блядь, с ботами играть там и с рандомами вообще не хочется. Ну, я типа не качал игру, потому что я не думал, что кто-то будет собираться. Сколько она вообще весит? Просто я со стримом не скачаю, у меня сразу битрейту пизда придет. Потому что я и так сейчас, получается, с консоли картинку стримлю.
That area back there. I wonder if I can find a way to get rid of mold. This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Меньше 50. Надо будет поставить тогда, да пройду игру. Так, древний арсенал. А я чё, костер там не активировал? Да ёб твою мать, ну ладно. А, так они уже там засели играть, я смотрю. Раньше вот сказать не могли. О, я просто не знаю, как в ёбаном майковском этом лаунчере ограничивать скорость. Я бы сейчас ограничил просто скорость закачки, да и все. Бэкфо, бляди. Там что-то большое топает. А, это этот. Длина шеи. Давай посмотрим, как это сейчас на битрейте отразится. Ну да, сразу битрейт посыпался, как я и говорил. Не вариант. Так, ладно. Пиздюх. Нахера я его завалил? Так. Я не помню, где там вход был. Ёпта. Так расшибиться можно.
It's some kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Ой, блядь. Двенадцать. 15.
Maybe there's some more information nearby.
15.
Something that will tell me how this
Это
works.
вниз.
Looks like each dial has 4 positions. Maybe if I hit each dial in
21
the right
это...
position.
Это, по-моему, вот сюда.
Did it.
Ага.
Now to check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Just need to install these power cells. That should do it. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered. These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle.
Это что у нас? Градусы, да, получается? 90. А 90 в какую сторону? Если зависимо с какой стороны начинать, то, наверное, все-таки вот это 90. 108, так, вот это, по-моему, 270, 360, это вверх должно быть снова, да? Надо понимать, откуда это должно начинаться. Где-то я накосячил. Так, ладно, еще раз. 80. Как сложно-то, блядь. Ненавижу градусы. Надо понять, откуда у нас здесь 90 начинается градусов. Или может 90 это как раз начало здесь считается. Да, блядь, куда? Угу. Я, видимо, где-то неправильно посчитал, да? В прошлый раз. Блин, ну его нельзя модифицировать. Отстой. Ладно, погнали. Так. По-моему, вот это сейчас последнее задание идет.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. I bet those traitorous Ocelot. There are no shadows under the noonday sun. I bet those traitorous Ocelot will just conveniently lose dirt.
Чел, свали нахер. А, да, кстати, навыков 6 штук, ёб твою мать. Так, чё мне лучше улучшить? Давай, бесшумный бег.
Always stay bright, always stay alert.
Сычишься.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Мгм. Ну, пойдем поговорим.
Who leads the attack? Can you heal us?
Да хренов у меня все костры-то не зажжены. Блин, тут еще и...
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
An attack is coming.
Don't forget to stock up before you're
Можешь
on the
пойти
run.
открыть этого, блин, длинношея. Блин, мне бы по-быстрому спуститься вообще хотелось бы, ну ладно. Твою мать, как там вниз
Gather
спускаться?
bows and spears. Don't let them take the city without a fight.
Я побежал куда-то не туда.
Don't watch. If we teach the Cardinal.
Да твою мать, не хочу я метку туда ставить, сука. А, вонючая Зельда, а. Как же у меня голова ломается после Зельды, это капец с этим управлением инвертированным, дебильным. У меня теперь везде отмена, это крест, а не круг. Сука, как будто в азиата превращаюсь. А. Как мне спуститься вниз, сука? Где спуск? Блин, хочется просто вниз прыгнуть. Как я ненавижу, когда так города делают. Сука, по-ебанутому. Блядь, проще будет вокруг оббежать. Сейчас в говна спускаться.
Oh, that's nice. Glad I stopped right there.
Угу. Угу. Гусь!
Did you hear the one about the boar, the grazer, and the sentry?
Здорово, лягух. Опять пришел жаловаться, как у тебя не получается выигрывать в лол. Какие у тебя тиммейты уроды. Да ладно. Как так-то? Ну ладно, хорошо. Не угадал, бывает.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a
А.
dozen patrols beyond the valley.
Ясно.
Orders are clear. No freehold reward.
You're talking about orders. I'm talking about
Че за всратый смайл, а чё? Тиме, понятно. А чё, прозрачно это нельзя было сделать?
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
An Oseram tries to kill the Sun King, and a Nora saves his life. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Так, ладно, как раз пойдем сюда. Крестик. Отсюда потом сходим до длинношеи, наверное. Откроем эту локу. Я не туда куда-то побежал, да? Сомневался. А я отсюда не за... Да твою мать! Ладно, пойдем сюда еще сходим. А тут-то я с кем не поговорил. А, понял. Тут что ли не поговорил? Да нет, вроде.
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Murad asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Thank you, Petra. I'll let you finish up.
Honest metalwork is hardly work at all. Look after yourself, Flamehair.
Угу. Вот теперь сюда погнали.
Keeping my eyes open.
Самое время поесть, как обычно. Блин, нафиг ты сказал про есть? Я тоже есть захотел. О, блин. А, смотри-ка, файлы потихо восстанавливаются. Я только сейчас обратил внимание. Традиция. Жрать меня на стриме. И мучить меня этим, да? Садист хренов. Так. Нормально. Норм тема.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
О, подхватили все вот эти вот. Это база. Че за новая...
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Да, у нас плюс-минус такая же херня, короче. Типа, нападало снега вчера, плюс 4 было, сегодня не знаю. На дорогах вообще по катушке пойдешь.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower.
Все во льде.
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do? Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back! Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the
Что за эхо?
We're here for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
Так, давай-ка я все-таки попробую вот сюда сгонять. А где первая цель, я не пойму, где я еще должен что был посмотреть? Здесь отдохнуть. А, все, я понял. Я типа все здесь посмотрел. Да пустите меня, ёбаные невидимые стены. О. Упражнение. Тренируйся. Я забыл, как элемент называется, кстати. Ой, блядь. Так, как мне отсюда спуститься вниз-то? Мне назад надо возвращаться туда. Да что такое? Чё я метку эту вонючую ставлю постоянно? Это уже бесить начинает. Может отсюда добежать проще будет, а? Хер его знает. Да вниз спуститься. Блин, тут высоко. Я ж по-любому расшлепаюсь. Да подумаешь, господи. А почему меня туда не пускают? Слышь, пути меня туда. Мне туда надо прям, это со всей силы. О, побежали отсюда, ладно. Да.
Steady now. Give me a second.
А что, он насилит это перебивать? Насилит. Чё, я животное какое-то задавил? Ну капец. А, отстань от меня, видишь, я бегу.
For the love of the
Some help me, please.
Calm.
Тыгдык, 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 тыгдык. Тыгдык, 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 тыгдык. Тыгдык, тыгдык, тыгдык. Тыгдык, 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 тыгдык. Тыгдык, 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 тыгдык. Так. Откуда мне на него тут можно забраться?
I must be closing in on the signal.
Какой? Пятый? А я, кстати, не помню. Я 3 или 4 смотрел сезона. Так, мне надо куда-то выше забраться. А, зачем выше? Я вот отсюда могу забраться. Да слышь, не ори, утка. Сука, тупая утка. Мразь ебучая, блядь. О.
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
Так, карту мы все открыли, кроме одного сектора, который ДЛСный, судя по всему, да? А соответственно мы топаем в Меридиан. В плане, когда она все вот это руками, там вот это вот диджейское делает, нет. Я там только кнопочку одну нажимаю. Ну чё, готовимся к финальному душному сражению.
Bowen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished? like this pressing on you. How did you, Rost? After you lost your family? Silence? Are you there?
Так ее запретили еще, по-моему, сезоне на 3. Я почему и не смотрел дальше. Мне впадло было искать, где смотреть, VPN там качать, через вот всю жопу делать.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
VPN. Это то, через что ты смотришь хентай.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Демоны. Сколько их там, ё-моё, идет?
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Бом. Действительно.
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long enough.
Так, навыки.
Should have fought me in the sun ring pit.
Опять не стрелы сменили? Нет? Вот. О! Тебе что надо, парень? Я сейчас возьму вот эту пушку, и я засуну тебе ее в жопу. Он меня убил с 2 ударов. Класс. Вообще-то я немножко хотел взять пушку, отойти и застрелить его. Что пошло не так, блядь?
Should have fought me in a sun ring pit.
Так. Да что за херня? Что-то пушка не дамажит. Что-то он какой-то пуленепробиваемый, я смотрю. Да что за херня? Че меня убивают так быстро?
Should Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Надо было дробовик покупать на это задание. Урона вообще по ним нету, это бред какой-то. Да свалил нахер. Он собирается и вообще нападать? А, ну давай. Терминатор ебаный просто. Ты посмотри на него. Что за бред? Ему просто похеру. Это не норма. Чё? Он стрелы отбивает руками. Ты прикалываешься, что ли? А как так вышло, что я улетел вниз? Я не помню такой душной хуйни. Он просто 3 стрелы отбивает. Понял. А можно я это как-то там отойду? Походу его надо в мили бить просто. Нет, 10 урона всего. Ау. Да это тупо. По нему вообще урона не проходит. Что это за херня? А, сломано. Ты просто тупой еблан.
You're done. Hades is next.
The buried shadow will save me. I cannot. Ah!
А, да, я забыл вот это вот вкачать. Так. Изготовление, модификация оружия. Чё у меня тут? Урон. Пофигу. Погнали дальше. Бом. Да кого бить? Я ничего не вижу. Уберите обучение. Блядь. Вот теперь вижу. Так, где еще роботы-киборги-убийцы?
Chance to catch breath, then prepare.
Серьезно? Одно очко. Ме. Так, и что дальше?
Raise arms again.
That'll help.
It's taking its
Отстань от меня. Пришел он. Это вообще супер унылая миссия. Прям я хорошо помню это дерьмо. Как же это скучно. Я застрял в текстурах. Буревестник, сука. Да постой. Где этот дуралей летающий? Вот он. Все-таки я не зря эту броню забрал. Прям она сильно помогает тут. О, а это у нас Аид, по-моему. Ну и что ты вырубилась?
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Deb?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Deb. I've gotta go.
И хилочки. Так, навыки.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Да чё это за хуйня? Чё, откуда, бля, стоит? В недоумении, чел.
Hades has started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. Nora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
My fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
The metal devil must fall.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Get ready, it's a death reader!
Да сука! Ничего не вижу, блядь. Ствол мне отдай со спины, блин. Если он у тебя там есть.
Put down the loud corruption.
The time I've got left, I can do this. That's it. My way's clear.
It's down! Time to do what you came for, Aloy.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Бум. Король взял, пощупал. Да, тупая миссия до пизденения просто. Вот это вот начало с этим отбиванием волн, прям уныние максимальное. Конечно.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds. Because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care. And that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better.
Добралась до дома.
You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit.
Амулет в виде глобуса. Забавно.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Че это получается? 5 стримов. На основной сюжет у меня ушло на 4,5, 4, 8,5, да, у нас еще 4, 12, даже больше, чем я думал. Так. 15, 16, ну 17 часов где-то ушло. Я на самом деле ожидал, что быстрее пробегу. Хотя, насколько помню, я на платину что-то часов за 35 игру тогда закрыл. Какое выключение? Да, учитывая, что я вообще доп-квесты не делал, но они здесь и унылые, да, пизденения, все однообразные, скучные. Мотивации никакой на них. Но во второй части, говорят, все намного лучше с этим делом. Там я уже нормально не буду спешить, полноценно буду проходить, но хрен его знает. Надо будет еще думать, играть в 30 фэпсов, но с охеренным графеном, или забить хер на графен и играть в 60. Зависимо какие 30 фэпсов там еще, потому что 30 фэпсов бывает ломаные, вырывающие глаза. А бывает приятные, что ты даже не ощущаешь. Ладно, я думаю, наверное, все-таки DLS-ку на следующий раз оставим. Сейчас я, наверное, закончу стрим, поставлю этот Back 4 Blood долбаный установится, и, наверное, с ним уже, может, подрублю. Сколько он там устанавливается будет? Полчаса, час, не знаю, в зависимости от скорости. Пока что поем, не поем. Все такое. Я вообще не играл в этот Black 4 Blood, я не знаю. Не знаю, что вроде как жалкая копия Left 4 Dead.
Дирижабль, ага.
Слышь, ты вроде стримишь, сидишь, иди стрим. Прилетел он сюда, блин, на дирижабле. Да, Твичу это расскажи. Твич говорит, что ты не закончил. До сих пор отображается. Titanfall прикольный, да. Какие длинные титры. Thank you for playing. Ага. О, вот эти я смотреть не буду уже. Вот так, значит, да?
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Ну, походу во второй части будет это Silence, да, у нас злодеем по итогу. Позволяем победили зачем мечту возрождения Земли, мир остановлен нас до состояния меняется начало задания грусти не так. Ага. Ну да. Как я и думал. Типа меня откатило. Ладно, чё. Наверное, все-таки в следующий раз ДЛС-кой займемся. Все же. Так, получается, тогда я пойду скачаю эту хрень. И потом вернемся позже, наверное, через часик, может. Может, через 2, не знаю, как там получится. Да, привет, пока.